Hey guys, this is Matt Brunet, and welcome to Movie News Weekly, hosted by Filmbook. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at what we got in this week's news, which includes Shyamalan's comeback, Tom's cool idea, 50 Shades trendier, Black Man Can Write, stars are entering the door, knowing the crossover is half the battle, Miles is SpiderMan, an evil rock, why you shouldn't go watch A Dog's Purpose, and guess who'll be back. So with that said, let's get things started. Holy crap, M. Night Shyamalan is becoming a legitimate filmmaker again. His new movie, Split, is not only something that critics appreciate, but also brought in audiences to make it reach the top spot at the box office during the weekend with $40 million. This is even twice as much as what XXX The Return of Xander Cage did, as it started out in second with just $20 million. Meanwhile, last week's champion, Hidden Figures, decided to step down to make room for the new movies so that it can stay in third with more than $16 million, while the musical films like Sing and La La Land stand on the side in fourth and fifth place with $9 million and more than $8 million respectively. Following from behind includes Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and Monster Trucks with $7 million each, Patriots Day with $6 million, and the other new movie, The Founder, with less than $4 million. As people are trying to predict what will happen in the 25th 007 film, here's a cool idea. In an interview with the Daily Beast, Tom Hardy remained silent whether if he was in consideration to be the next James Bond, but he did reveal his thoughts that he would like to see Christopher Nolan be the next director. He said, "Because Daniel is so good, and what Sam Mendes and Barbara Broccoli have done has been so impressive that it would be a very hard reimagination to follow after. I wonder what the next installment of the franchise would become, and I think when you mention someone like Christopher Nolan, that's a very powerful figure to bring into the world what could bring something new and creative to something profound. Again, currently, the future of the James Bond franchise remains unclear, whether it be which actor will take the lead, or even which company will be distributing the future films." Christian Grey certainly aroused more than just Anastasia. Last week, the new trailer for 50 Shades Darker got massive social media buzz by gathering up to 152,000 conversations according to ComScore. In total, the movie has gathered a cumulative total of more than 1.1 million conversations, more than any other movie that's currently coming out this year so far. Following in second is Cars 3, which gathered 59,000 conversations after the release of the extended teaser trailer, and the remake of Beauty and the Beast with 31,000 talks after the announcement of John Legend and Ariana Grande doing the title song. Behind those films in the ComScore scale includes XXX The Return of Xander Cage, Split, and the Lego Batman movie. Time to get that b-ball rolling, what boy? Kenya Barris, the creator of the hit series Blackish, is on board to write and produce a remake of the 1992 basketball comedy White Men Can't Jump, which starred Woody Harrelson about a former college basketball star who gets money by making bets with people on basketball games against him and deceive them at first because he's white. The film will also be produced by Los Angeles Clippers star Blake Griffin and Carolina Panthers All-Pro lineman Ryan Khalil, under their Mortal Media company. Khalil and Griffin will also be producing together on a remake of the 1991 Disney cult classic The Rocketeer, which will star a black female. The next movie under Kenya Barris' name will be the female-driven comedy Girl Trip, which will be coming out on July 21st. The doors are more open to new stars. The Weinstein Company has announced that they have brought in more celebrities to lend their voice to the all-star cast of Guardian Brothers, which includes Bella Thorne, Edward Norton, Jim Gaffigan, and Mike Birbiglia. They will be joining Mel Brooks, Meryl Streep, and Nicole Kidman on the animated feature originally made in China by Light Chaser Animation Studios under the title of The Little Door Gods. The movie is about two door guardians who are having a hard time to find jobs because of how modern society is forgetting about the spirit world. The film was already released in China in early 2016 and already made about $12 million. Aw, man, but think of the explosions! All those amazing explosions! In an interview with Collider, director DJ Caruso revealed that before he went to direct XXX Return of Xander Cage, he was working on G.I. Joe 3 and was close to getting the franchise a crossover with another big Hasbro-inspired movie series, Transformers. He stated, "The script that I was developing, the two worlds sort of collided at the end, and when they read it, they were like, we're not ready to do this yet. They will eventually collide those two worlds, and it's probably when Mr. Bay decides he's done with Transformers." He's also mentioned that since the film is now back in the drawing board, Caruso will go see if he can convince Paramount to have the crossover to happen. And so the rumors are true. Miles will be the animated Spidey. Sony Pictures Animation announced a list of updates for their upcoming slate of films for this year and for the next. The biggest news came as when they discussed about their untitled animated SpiderMan movie. Although no cast has been revealed, they have confirmed that Miles Morales will be the main character. Sony also revealed that not only Bob Persichetti will be directing the feature, but also Peter Ramsey, who previously did DreamWorks' Rise of the Guardians. Also, Phil Lord and Chris Miller will be executive producing the feature, but only Lord will be writing the movie. The film will be set in theaters on December 21st, 2018. Here's something you don't see every day: The Rock as a bad guy. New Line Cinema and DC Entertainment are discussing to take the comic Shazam in a new and bigger direction. While the Shazam movie is still in the works with Henry Gayden possibly writing the script, they also agreed to make a spin-off film of the villain Black Adams, who will be played by Dwayne Johnson. Although nobody other than Johnson is attached to the project, the plot will look at Black Adams as an anti-hero where he fights against those who want to enslave his people. The development of a Shazam movie has been going on for a long time, where Johnson was promised to play as Black Adams since 2008. You know, if I could be honest, I can't even think of something funny to say. This is just not cool, period. Both Universal and Amblin Entertainment have decided to cancel the premiere and press junket of A Dog's Purpose. The movie recently went into massive controversy when production footage emerged where a dog was forced to go into a torrent of water. The company has released this statement: "Since the emergence of the footage, Amblin has engaged with many associates with the production of the film, including safety personnel, trainers, and stunt coordinators as part of their in-depth review. While we are all disheartened to the appearance of the animal in distress, everyone has assured us that Hercules, the German Shepherd, was not harmed throughout the filmmaking. We continue to support this film and incredibly proud of it, and will release it for audience nationwide next Friday." Maybe this time we'll have a proper new movie to the franchise. James Cameron is considering to create a brand new movie in the Terminator franchise. The first step that he is making is to talk to Deadpool director Tim Miller to take charge of the project. Sources state that the story could possibly revolve around the humans versus Skynet, and the film might possibly conclude the whole story. In 2019, James Cameron will regain some of the rights to the franchise while sharing it with David Ellison. After Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Cameron decided not to get the rights back, and the franchise continued on without him, where most of the movies did not find the same success as either the first or second film. In fact, the latest installment, Terminator Genisys, was a massive flop with both critics and the box office. Cameron is currently developing the Avatar sequels. And that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to head on down to film-book.com for all the latest movie and TV news, along with their columns on the box office and their theatrical release schedule. Also, you can follow them on whatever social media you'd like. And while you're at it, you can follow me on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter if you're more into stuff like animation, Disney, and my weird sense of humor. If you were watching this on YouTube, then hit that like button and come subscribe to us, and also leave a little comment on what you think on the news this week. If you were listening to this on a podcast on iTunes or any other podcast service, then don't forget to rate and review what you just heard. Tune in next time for another round of Movie News Weekly, and until next week, see you later, dudes!